What's up, Fearless Networkers? Happy summer! I think we're kind of apparently into the summer swing, and along with the summer swing sometimes comes the summer slump, and that's not very fun. So when we move into this July, August, September, kids are out of school, weather's super good, network marketing can overall go into a bit of a dip. If we look at a 12-month period of time, typically summer is, for the most part, a more flat season for network marketing. But that doesn't mean you turn off the light switch and run out the door and completely become vacant in your business, because when you do that, it's going to make your fall and end of the year suffer, because it's the 90 days that you're working right now where the results are really going to show in your business a few months down the road. And so you've got to be thinking about the impact that's going to have on your business. Now, I'm not saying you can't enjoy your summer activities and have a good time and play and vacation, especially if you're a parent, you got kids out of school. I've got kids out of school, and we tend to do some fun things and play by the river and out in the woods and go on some trips. But I've never totally turned my business off. And I think as a network marketer, as an entrepreneur, we don't have that liberty. I mean, yeah, we can do whatever the hell we want to do, but the reality is, when we do it, it makes our business suffer. And so how do you not have the summer slump? Let's talk about that today. How do you still have fun this summer and enjoy your kids if you've got them, and enjoy the beaches or whatever you like to do in the summertime, and still get your business to keep growing? In fact, you can keep growing your business in the summer, even if you're fighting a natural downtrend. You can, at the very least, have small blips of growth, and depending on what's happening in your organization, you could have very large, significant growth during the summer months. A lot of people, here's the thing: when other people are sleeping, that's the time to be awake, right? When other people are zigging, that's when we zag. And people start to make excuses during the summer months. They're on vacation, they don't want to talk, I'll wait till later, they're with their friend, and they're coming up with any reason to not do the business. And I could honestly sit here on this video or audio, depending on how you're plugging into me, and start talking about all the different reasons why you shouldn't do business in January or February or March or November or December, any month out of it. We can make excuses any time of the year. But let's say you get it, you understand that it's important that you stay on the gas during these summer months, and you don't want your business to suffer, and you don't want it to suffer as we go into fall and as we go into the end of the year. How do we keep it going? A contest for me has always been a really good idea. So you can run your own contests or own promotions. Maybe call it the Sizzling Days of Summer promotion, or maybe you call it the 105 Days of Summer, or the 96 Sizzling Days of Summer. You come up with some kind of an idea, and you run it through your group, and maybe it's a sponsoring contest. Maybe they win a beautiful, all expense paid trip for what, I don't know what you do. You got to understand that you hold the reins to your group. And while your company might run promotions and specials and things that go on, you have the full liberty to do whatever you want in your own organization. So I think setting up some type of contest might not be a bad idea. You got to look at your budget and go, okay, well, how much can I afford to give out in prizes? What exactly is the contest going to, or the promotion going to entail? Who's going to be included in it? Is it a recruiting contest? Is it a customer acquisition contest? Maybe you do both. What are the prizes? Calculate first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or how are we going to award 1 through 10? And you can make it a fun experience, and you can kind of create a little competition, and people are fighting to be the winner, and it's pretty powerful. And I think that if you've never done this before, it'd be a wise thing to do this summer. It doesn't have to be a major contest, but it could be something that you make up on your own. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the prizes are. You get it. I think you get the concept, the idea. There's an additional incentive during a down period, right? That's the whole idea. There's an incentive for you to do more during which would typically be a down period. Now, the second thing is, let's say you don't do a contest. Well, if I want to keep my business going during the summer months, I've got to stay engaged. I've got to stay in personal production. So, leading the pack. If I stop, they're going to stop, right? And that's all year long. If you stop, they stop. So you got to be thinking about the impact of that. So if all of a sudden you've vacated the premises, you've totally disappeared, your team knows it, they're like, oh, my sponsor's on vacation, I must then go on vacation, and there people see them on vacation. Now everybody's vacationing and everybody's out of production. It's the same thing as the whole concept of going into management mode at any time of the year, which isn't a good thing because people are going to do exactly what they see you doing. So if you want to have a good summer, I think it's really, really important. I mean, again, have fun. Do your thing. Have a blast. Go to Hawaii. Go to Mexico. Go wherever you're going to go. Go to the Hamptons. Whatever it is that you do when you vacation, but don't turn the light switch off. And maybe your intensity is not as high necessarily as it would be the rest of the year, but it doesn't turn to the off position. I think that's the important thing to understand. Sometimes people literally turn their business off during the summer months, and then they go in, they flick the light switch on, and it's like, oh, gee, they get into September, October, and it's like, man, it's hard to get going again. But if you've maintained the momentum through the summer by your own personal production and people understanding that people do exactly what they see you doing, so leading by example, that's a good one. Developing or creating some type of contest situation where people can win prizes, it gives them an incentive to do something. There's all sorts of, you can get ultimately creative here. It's just imagine it. It's your deal. You get to do whatever you want to do. You can give it away, whatever prizes or whatever money or whatever experiences or whatever swag or whatever. Who knows what you want to give away? But again, when you put it together, you need to think about what are the rules, what are the timelines, what are the prizes, how many people are we going to award the prizes, and then I think it's important throughout the contest to gamify it a little bit, where people are who's on the leaderboard, and so you're weekly publishing the leaderboard. Oh, John's coming up on Sally. Sally's got number one, but who knows how much longer? And John Jr. below John he's coming up. He's got and so you can make it fun, and people are like, I don't want to be last. I want to catch up here. So contests and staying in personal production would be my two biggest pieces of advice. And just understanding that if you flick off the light switch for any period of time, whether it's summer or any other period of time for that matter, your business is going to suffer 60, 90 days down the road. So again, you got to understand all the work that we're doing now is really going to show up in our business 3 months, 6 months, 9 months later. So if there's a gap any time of the year, then we're going to have some type of gap in terms of like a dip in production sometime in the future. And I think it's also important to understand the power of staying in motion. An object in motion stays in motion, that momentum. Like you lose your personal momentum and you lose your team momentum if people tend to tune out or turn off any time of the year. So just stay focused, have fun. Don't get all down on yourself about I can't vacation or I'm taking too much vacation. Have fun, man. Life's too short not to have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Go out and have a blast with your friends, with your family. Enjoy the beautiful weather, but do not turn the light switch off on your business. Maybe you got holiday hours, I don't know, but you're staying productive throughout that time frame. That'll help you move into the fall months and have a really good, strong finish to the end of the year. So, again, thank you for plugging in. Not sure where you're finding me on YouTube, my podcast, toddfalcone.com. You want the rest of this episode and things that go along with it, head on over to toddfalcone.com/episode 30. That's TODDFALCONE.com/episode 30. Thanks for plugging in. I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day. Have an epic summer, and we'll see you on the next video.